Now we'll see on the run until completion. Run until completion చూద్దాం కదా. Okay, now go to the script path. Click on browse. Let's select flight booking only. Now click on OK. Now let's go to the scenario here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give the 5 users. Okay, so one user every 5 seconds. Click on apply. No. Okay, yeah. హలో ఏమంటుందా వాయిస్? Okay, let me change the internet connection. Okay, all right. మనం రన్ అంటిల్ కంప్లీషన్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం. వాట్ డూ మీన్ బై రన్ అంటిల్ కంప్లీషన్ అంటే రన్ ద టెస్ట్ టిల్ ద కంప్లీషన్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ స్క్రిప్ట్ ఇటరేషన్స్. ఇర్రెస్పెక్ట్ లైక్ నేను స్క్రిప్ట్ ఇటరేషన్స్ లో 1 పెట్టాను అనుకోండి, ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ద నంబర్ ఆఫ్ యూజర్స్ ఇంటూ ఇటరేషన్స్ ఇంటూ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఇటరేషన్స్. నౌ లెట్స్ సే నేను ఇప్పుడు 5 users పెట్టాను. సో క్లిక్ ఆన్ నెక్స్ట్. Now here instead of 5 minutes I'm going to select run until completion. Now if you see there is no concept of stop users. ఎందుకు అంటే run until complete. I don't know how at what time it completes the test. It may complete in 1 minute, it may complete in 5 minutes, it may complete in 1 hour also. Depends upon the number of iterations you have defined. Now, any iterations you define chesamo, we'll cross check. Now, so how many iterations are there? 1, right? For load test by default it shows number of iterations 1 only. Now run until completion, if I say currently it's only 1 iteration, I can say so 5, the number of users how many? 5. The number of users into the number of quantity. Run until completion equal to the number of users into number of iterations. Okay, now let me start the server. Why? Because I selected WebTours script. Okay. What happened? Why this much slow? Come on. You can hear me, right? Hello?
Yes, hello.
Okay, my system got hanged. Come on. Okay, so let's recreate the scenario again. Click on OK. Now script path. Click on browse. Now view the flight booking script. Select that. Now click OK. Now select start with users. Now I'm going to give 5 users. Click on apply. I can say 5 seconds one user. Now click on next. Now I'm going to select run until completion. Click on apply. Click on OK. Alright. Now go to the run. Now select the results settings. Click on browse. Okay. So run until completion. Example I'm giving. Okay. Now click on OK. Alright. Now what happens we'll see. So how many users are there? Currently 5 users. Now so we'll see when we click on start the test, we'll see what happens, like how much time it will take. Either it will take 1 hour, either it will take 10 minutes, either it will take 5 minutes, either it will take 1 minute also. Now click on start the scenario. Now let's see what happens. And see, now as of load test, the users will move to stopped state, right, once the duration is completed. But here the users will move to either pass or fail state. Why? Because we given the run until completion. If any one of the iteration it got failed, then the users will move to failed state. If all iterations are succeeded, then users will move to passed state. Now see, now users are one user moved to passed state. Passed state like move here. 2 users, 3, 4. Yes. See, now test completed. Now if you go to the passed transactions, you can see how many iterations are completed. I can see how many transactions are completed. 5 transactions. So 5 users, each user will perform one transaction. I can say one iteration. Now let's go back to design. Now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to keep 2 iterations here. Then we'll see what happens. Click on save. Now go to the run. Now I'm restarting the scenario. Let's see what happens. Now if you see, now 8th iteration, 7th. Okay, let's see total how many iterations it completes. Now if you see how many transactions are passed, 10 transactions, which means how many iterations we set it? 2 iterations. So 2 into 5 users. So total how many transactions it succeeded? 10. If any one of the transaction got failed, then that particular user will move to failure state. So in run until completion, the users will move either pass or failure state. If all iterations are succeeded, then users will move to passed state. In any one of the iteration got failed, then that particular user will move to failure state. Okay, clear guys on the run until completion?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now let's see the next one. I can say on the percentage mode. So here in the manual scenario also there is a concept called use percentage mode to distribute the users among the scripts. What happens, we'll see that. Okay, now let's select the script path, browse, click on open, click on OK. Now if you see, is there any quantity? Instead of quantity, what it's showing? Percentage, correct? So currently I have one script, it shows as 100%. Now if I add another script, browse, it shows 50%. Why? Because it divides by 2% will be divided by a number of scripts. Next, browse. Now next one, debit stops. Now it shows 33. Now browse bank code. Now 25%. Alright, now if you go to the start users, I can say, now if I give 10 users example, so 10 users equally divides into the 4 scripts. Now instead of 10, let's give the 8 so that it will equally distribute the 2 users. Correct? Now 2 users, let's see, 2 users every 5 minutes, every 5 seconds. Click on apply, click on next. Here also run until completion or run for. Now let's take run for. Let's take run for 5 minutes only. Click on next. Now click on apply. Now click on OK. Now just will cross check the runtime settings. Okay, log, error log, time, okay, miscellaneous, generate snapshot and error. Click on save. JPEG store, runtime settings. Other log. Okay, click on save. Next one, bank code. Generate snapshot and error. Disable automatic transaction. Click on save. Alright, now let's go to the run and go to the results path and set the result settings. Percentage test. Now click on browse. In drive results. Click OK. Click OK. Alright, now when I click on start the test, it automatically allocates the user load. We'll see that. See? Is it allocated 8 users? Each script for two users. So let it run. So it will run for 10 minutes. So like this, you can use the percentage mode. Okay. Save your scenario. So go to save as. So just go to the D drive. So we have scenario. So eight users. Test. Click on save. So like this, you can use percentage mode. Okay, so where the users will be distributed based on the percentage of each script. Alright guys, so like this you can run your test using the manual scenario. In real time we used to use always manual scenario only. Okay, so we won't use goal oriented scenario. We won't use goal oriented scenario, but you have to know the In the goal-oriented scenario, what are the various types of goals are there? Okay, now click on OK. Now, if you see here, edit scenario goal. Edit scenario goal. When you click on edit scenario goal, and you can see the define scenario goal type. Goal type. What is the goal? If you drop down, you can able to see there are 5 types of goals are there. There are 5 types of goals are there. There are 5 types of goals are there. The first one is virtual user, I can say users, and second one is hits per second, and third one is transactions per second, and fourth one is transaction response time, and fifth one is pages per minute. Pages per minute. What is the first one? Virtual users. Second one hits per second. Third one transactions per second. Fourth one transaction response time. Fifth one pages per minute. See, these are the various types of goals. Now, what do you mean by goal? First of all, so when I say the goal, my goal is I want to become a doctor. That is my goal. Whether I can able to achieve that goal or not, we can test in the goal oriented scenario. Now my goal is hits per second goal. Hits per second means whether I can able to achieve those many hits or not with this many user load. So assume that I want to achieve hits per second 20 example. With how many users I can able to achieve those many hits per second or not, that's called as hits per second goal. Now I'm just giving the let's take 1 hit per second with example with minimum is 5 users, maximum is 10 users example. And if you see here, run for 30 minutes after the target has been achieved. What do you mean that? Means అంటే నేను టార్గెట్ అచీవ్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత రన్ మై టెస్ట్ ఫర్ 30 minutes డ్యూరేషన్. వాట్ అబౌట్ ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు అచీవ్ మై గోల్? అది కూడా ఉండాలి కదా. ఓకే, నేను గోల్ అచీవ్ అయ్యానంటే అచీవ్ అయిన తర్వాత 30 minutes ఆర్ 1 hour ఆర్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంట్. ఇఫ్ యూ సీ హియర్, సో 30 minutes ఆర్ hours, minutes, seconds. What about if I'm not able to achieve my target? Then if you see if target cannot be reached, stop the scenario and save the results, or continue the scenario without reaching the goal. If you select the second option, there is no point, right? If you are not achieving the goal, there is no point to continue your test execution. You can simply stop the test if you are not achieving the goal. Correct? Everyone? Now, so let's click OK. Now, what is my goal? My goal is my goal is achieve 1 hit per second. Now, add scripts. Now browse. Now let's select Okay, now I added 4 scripts. Now let me give here 5 minutes only. I don't want 30 minutes. Now just will cross check the runtime settings. Will remove I'm ignoring the think time also. Now even flight booking. Just will cross check the runtime settings. Yeah, that gets bank. I'm sorry. Add script, browse, JPEG store. Okay, let's check the runtime settings of bank code. Now check that JPEG store runtime settings. Okay, alright, click on save, click on close. Alright, now I design the scenario. So minimum is 5 users, max is 10 users. Now click on run tab. Now go to the results, set the result settings, browse, D drive. Now results. Now I'm just giving the name gold test. Okay, click on OK. Now start the scenario. We'll see what happens. Okay. So currently 5 users are running. We'll see what happens. Now our goal is 1 hit per second. We'll see what happens. Now it's currently 10 users. So with 5 users, it's not achieved hits per second. So that is the reason it added 5 more. Let's see with 10 users whether we can able to achieve constantly 1 hit per second. 1, 0.8. So why? Because we achieved the hits is 1 hit per second. So that is the reason it ran the test for 5 minutes. Otherwise, it it stopped the test immediately if we are not achieved the 1 hit per second. So like this, you can run the test. You can run the test using the goal-oriented scenario. Okay, so where you can select various goals, not only hits per second. You can use running virtual users. I can say hits per second, transaction per second, and transaction response time and pages per minute. Okay guys, so like this you can run the goal oriented scenario. But in interview, if they ask have you tested using goal oriented scenario, you can straight away you can say no, I have not used the goal oriented scenario. Okay, any doubts guys? Everyone? Any doubt guys?
No.
Okay, so like this, you can run the goal oriented scenario. So with that, I can say we completed on the test executions part. Okay, so once you completed each test execution, then the next concept is you have to prepare the results report. You have to prepare the results report and you have to share that report to all the stakeholders. Then how I can prepare the report means I can prepare the report using a tool called analysis tool. Okay, so using analysis tool, you can analyze the test results and you can prepare the various reports like PDF report or Word report or Excel report or right HTML report. Various reports are there. Okay, you can prepare the various reports and you can share that report with to the client. I can say with all the teams, development team, architecture team, right, project managers, BAs, everyone who are working in that project, you can share that report to all the teams. Okay, now so we saved the results, right? We saved in the D drive folder, right, all the test results, correct? In D drive we kept results folder. In results folder we saved the results, right? 8 user load test, 11 users, 12 users, goal test, percentage, run until completion, correct? Now if you open any one, where you can able to see 12 user load test results component. Now if you open this, it will open the analysis component. So if you open this, you can able to see it will opening the load runner analysis component, where it will generate the, I can say, current test results. I can say generate in terms of it analyzes and it publish the results report, which called as summary report. Now if you see, so all this, so what at what time we executed, what is the total duration, what is the scenario name, and any SLS are defined, and you can see here all the transactions. If you see the minimum response time, average response time, maximum, standard deviation, 90th percentile of each and every transactions. Correct? Now, if you see the HTTP status codes also of all the transactions. All right. So like this, this we can discuss in further classes and analysis. But I just shown you, like, once you completed your load test results, you have to prepare the report. So this we can discuss in next class. But before that, so still we have few more tools are there on the test execution part. As of now, we saw the controller, correct? So similarly, there is a tool called Performance Center. There is a tool called Performance Center. So in Performance Center also, we can execute the load test in the same fashion. So మన కంట్రోలర్లో టెస్ట్ ఎలా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసామో పెర్ఫార్మెన్స్ సెంటర్లో కూడా అలానే లోడ్ టెస్ట్లు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తాం. Similarly, there is another tool called Load Runner Cloud. So where the test will run on the cloud platforms. Okay, so so let me just quickly walk through on the Performance Center documentation if I have. Otherwise, let me open the mail. Let me change the internet connection. So let me download this Performance Center. Okay, so let me open this documentation. Currently, my client, they don't have Performance Center. They're using the controller only. So which I shown you, right? Controller చూపించాను కదా, scenario stepper test scenario plus load and soak test 8 hours duration ani. So currently my client is not using the Performance Center. Okay, this is the various Performance Center navigation, how to create the project, upload scripts from Vision into PC, how to create tests in PC, how to add test resource, time slot booking, how to run the test, lab resources, performance center usage report. So this is the performance center URL, I can say. Then where you can see the username and password, then it shows as a domain and project. Click on login. So after login you will see the performance center homepage where you can see the various options: dashboard, management, requirements, cloud settings, testing, lab resources, defects, performance center usage report. I'm sorry. Okay, so where you can see the default root, then where you can see app and POS are the two projects. Okay. Then how to create the project in performance center. So go to the testing tab, expand the test plan. In the testing tab you can see the test resource, test plan, test lab and time slots and test runs. Then click on new folder icon and you can create the new project folder. Okay, so what I can do is tomorrow I can show you the real-time performance center. I will ask one of my friend to join the class and he will show the real-time performance center, how the performance center look like, how you can create the project and how you can create the folders for scripts and scenarios, how you can upload scripts into the performance center. Then you can see various controllers and load generators. I can say multiple controllers and load generators. Then we can create one sample test execution and we can run the test. Right. So, but time being, I will share this documentation with you guys. Okay. You can just go through before start the class tomorrow so that at least you can get some better understanding. Okay. All right. So let me share this documentation with you guys. పంపిస్తాను ఇప్పుడే పంపిస్తాను.
చెల్లెలు కార్డు ఆఫీస్ కలిగి